Hi, my name is Heather Lee Cameron, and I've come today to talk to you about Jeopardy! All-Stars and the people on it. I was part of the All-Star Fantasy pick, with my captain being Brad Rutter, my first pick being Ellen Lynn, and my second pick being Seth Wilson. Well, Seth is now eliminated with Team Julia. And I picked those guys because, you know what, I thought the little guys deserve a chance, and I'll be more than happy to discuss my logic behind picking them in another video. But in the meantime, I'm rooting for Alex Jacob, Ken Jennings, Colby Burnett, Larissa Kelly, Matt Jackson, Austin Rogers, Ben Ingram, Buzzy Cohen, Monica Tu, David Madden, Roger Craig, Brad Rutter, Leonard Cooper, Pam Mueller, and Jennifer Giles. Okay, it's a great match. Brad and Buzzy may give Ken Jennings a run for his money. I don't know who will win, but I think it'll be very close. Anyway, this is not why I'm here to talk to you today. I'm here to talk to you today about something I found on Twitter. There's a story behind it, so listen close. I was on Twitter today just checking tweets in preparation for the All-Star match tonight. This is the last match of the semifinals, and I'm very excited about it. I come across this tweet by this girl named Pam. I don't know what her last name is, and she's like, I have a crush on Buzzy from Jeopardy, but he answered the question about RuPaul, and I smirked. So I can only assume he's gay. But if he's not, I'm a fan of Drag Race and single. And Buzzy tweeted, married, 2 kids. Honestly, her comment was a little rude. It was actually very rude, and it's like, Buzzy was very gracious in his response. He didn't lay waste to her comment. He didn't scream at her. He was very composed and very mature, and I give Buzzy kudos for that, because honestly, he's like this Jeopardy's version of Greg Sanders from CSI, because a lot happens to him, but he doesn't lose control hardly ever, at least not in the public eye. I mean, even Greg had moments where he lost control, but they were few and far between. So that's adorable. He's like Greg Sanders from CSI, and Eric Sismonda could agree with that if he knew Buzzy Cohen. Anyway, today's lesson is on breaking stereotypes. Buzzy Cohen is on Jeopardy! All-Stars. Tonight is the last semifinal match. He's quite well known on social media because of Jeopardy! All-Stars. I am a fan of this guy because he looks innocent enough with his Greg Sanders type persona and his looks and everything else. But that guy, Buzzy Cohen, is a genius mastermind. And we've seen that through Jeopardy! All-Stars. I will not go into details for people who may not have seen it. But this whole tweet that came about accusing, like, not accusing, that's a bad word, like saying that somebody is gay just because they like RuPaul's Drag Race. That's a stereotype. That's a negative stereotype, because it makes people who like RuPaul's Drag Race look bad, and it also makes gay people look bad, and it shames. It shames a lot of people, because I don't know what RuPaul's Drag Race is. I've never seen it. But I was recently on a virtual reality show with this woman named Jimmy Pink. She's on YouTube and runs the channel Jimmy's Diner. She does an amazing job of dressing up and making reviews of RuPaul's Drag Race come to life through her costumes and her comments and any additions she brings to it. And I haven't watched all her videos yet, but she does an amazing job. Jimmy is highly creative. And why would you negatively stereotype her? She doesn't need to be. She doesn't deserve it. So what gives anybody the right to negatively stereotype Buzzy for liking and knowing about RuPaul's Drag Race? I didn't appreciate that this person asked Buzzy if he was gay simply because he liked it, he knew about it. And it also alluded that one has to be a member of the LGBTQ2 community in order to be a fan of that show. That's what that comment said to me. And I'm like, really? That's just amazing to me. That's shocking. And Buzzy's response, again, was very gracious. I mean, honestly, other people have seen the tweet and they are not being so forgiving as Buzzy. And the girl is now saying, oh, quit screaming at me about Buzzy's tweet. Stop posting it. Well, guess what? Guess flipping what? You're the one that made the post. You're the one that made the assumption. You're the one that trashed and stereotyped Buzzy Cohen and the LGBTQ community. I myself want to be a friend to the LGBTQ community and give them the love that they honestly deserve, because they've been through hell on earth over the years and they deserve a lot of love for persevering and fighting to get where they are now. I mean, there's still a long way to go, but they've come a long way. But tweets like this person's, it makes me wonder if my love would be welcome, because I am not gay. And I've been told, sadly, by people in the community that I shouldn't even go to Pride, that I shouldn't be allowed to go to Pride simply because I'm not gay and friends aren't welcome. It is unfortunate that I've been told that. I mean, I want to show love, but not if it's not welcome. It's not fair to say that only members of the LGBTQ community can watch or like or know about shows like RuPaul's Drag Race, because it makes the community appear unwelcoming to friends as a whole. It makes people think that the LGBTQ community hates friends and people outside of the community, and they really don't. This experience that I had was just one person out of many. The LGBTQ community welcomes friends, from what I understand, and is very happy to have people love and support them. It's also not fair to assume, or it's not kind to assume, that someone who likes such shows as RuPaul's Drag Race is gay, and it may discourage them from being supportive to the community, so not to be cast in a negative light. You know, the funny thing is, you don't have to be gay to like RuPaul's Drag Race or any shows like it, and you aren't automatically gay just because you may like it. Buzzy's not gay. Buzzy obviously likes it. He answered that question with such a passion that I'm sure he's watched an episode or two. I actually hope that more straight people watch shows like RuPaul's Drag Race and become educated about how they can make the world a better place so that hate crimes against the LGBTQ community decrease. Because there are a lot of hate crimes against that community out there, and that's very sad. It's very tragic. It shouldn't happen. LGBTQ people are children of God. They're beautiful. They need love just like everybody else. We are all people. Our beliefs, our choices, our passions, everything about us is what makes us unique, but we are still all the same in that we are all people. And we need to treat each other as such. We, outside of that community, only show what animals we are when we mistreat our brothers, sisters, non-binaries, whatever. I'm just saying, we got to look at how we treat others. Shows like Drag Race provide an opportunity for those outside the community to become more aware and appreciative of those within the LGBTQ community. So why shame Buzzy for liking the show? I mean, he's not gay, but he is he is a friend to the community by knowing and watching the show. So what? If we could all learn to become better friends with one another and learn more about what makes us different, we'd become more united as people by way of simply just coming together and embracing the fact that we are all people, we are all valuable children of God. And I will bring God into this because He created every single one of us. And He loves us dearly. He would want us to love each other too. So why don't we?